Hello and welcome to Scene Here Online and the Testing Lab. So today what we're going to do a bit of site investigation and see how a site has really moved through the rankings, what they've done and how they've done things a little bit differently. It's really quite impressive what we've discovered, and let's dive straight in and have a look. So what we're doing, we're having a look at this site here, which is called New Horizons, which again is a payday loan site. Again, a really competitive market, so it's one that's really good to test anything you're doing in and or investigate them sort of sites, because they're really generally at the forefront of anything that's going on. Now, if we have a look at their journey, if you like, over the last couple of years, we can see that it's sort of plodded along with half decent traffic here. You know, we've got the highs here of 100k of organic search, sorry, and then all of a sudden it jumps massively from virtually nothing in a couple of months up to the 100k organic search. Has a drop, plods along, and then it's back on the rise again. So what's caused this site? You know, when you see sites like this, it intrigues me really, because I really want to know what they've done to mess around with their ranking. They've had a massive rise, dip, and then a massive rise again. So what's going on here? What's the reason for this? So let's have a look, shall we? So we're going to use Ahrefs for this one. As you can see, I tend to use SEMrush or Ahrefs. So it was January it went off, and we can see the referring domains here have absolutely skyrocketed. So they did something about this sort of time to improve their link building. We can see here they've got a lot of organic search. They're doing a lot of paid traffic. They've got a lot going on. They've got a lot of backlinks. There's lots and lots going on to investigate. So I suppose the best thing to do is start looking at them links, because that's where the action obviously went on. So we can see, wow, just look at this, some really powerful links all the way through. And if I kept scrolling, there would be a hell of a lot more of this sort of type, of links. Really good quality, a lot of Wikipedia. They're really flowing that juice through. So no wonder all of a sudden they've taken a massive leap if they gain them links in that Jan 2017. So how they've done that, how they gained so many quality links all at the same time, it's really got to ask some questions and wonder how they've done that. So let's really investigate and have a look. So let's have a look at these links in more detail. So on first impressions, where you look at this page, you think, wow, they've got a lot of removed, lost links. That would normally detriment you quite a lot. It's not the sort of thing you'd expect to see on a page that has risen like it has. But when we actually start looking at these links a little bit more, more carefully, as we can see here, lots of 301 links, and all of a sudden a newhorizons.org has appeared, which is the 301 to their actual site. So what is this? Is this, are they obviously using a dummy site? What's going on? So let's have a look at this horizons.org and see what that's all about, because something smells a bit fishy, if you like, of how they're doing this. Okay, so we clicked on the .org, and it's a link on what looks like a teaching learning site. Absolutely nothing to do with loans. University of Arizona, it's obviously an American teaching site, essentially, directory type thing. So nothing at all to do with loans. So it makes you wonder what the horizons.org was originally purposed for. So let's delve into this horizons.org. Okay, so we can see that it's got a lot of referring domains. It's been around for a while. No organic keywords because of the 301. So they've obviously purchased this domain. So let's have a look and see what this domain used to be. I've got my suspicions of what it might have been from the link we just looked at, and just look how old this domain is. God, that is an old domain. So they've got built up a lot of links. It's obviously had a few uses over the years, I should imagine, by the looks of things. But so let's dive in and see what it was. So yeah, shock horror, and it's a New Horizons for Learning. So it was some kind of teaching student resource site by the looks of things, and it's picked up a lot of links. This is back, I'm going to go back to 2009 here, so I'm not going all the way back to the original. I have done, and trust me, it's been a teaching site for a long time. So then we can see that then obviously they've put it's been brought, and the newhorizons.co.uk have put the 301 redirect on there. And we can confirm that by using this the redirect detective. So what they've basically done here to summarize so far is that they found an old site which has virtually the same name as them, just as .org on the end. It's got loads of. You could argue they've got very, very lucky that they've got a really old site with loads of really great links with the same name as them. So it doesn't, Google doesn't look suspicious. It just looks like a redirection to their new site essentially. So let's have a look a little bit more into these links at newhorizons.org, because there's more going on here. So we can see there's lots of lost and broken links. Let's have a look at some of these. So again, maybe not as powerful. So we're going to look at this top one, T-Record. So let's have a look and see what's going on with the links that are going into the .org site. Because are they actively building links? Are they not? Are they just letting it run its course? Obviously, we saw on the original graph, if I show you here, sorry, I'll scroll all the way back up, that they had a massive rise, it fell away, and then all of a sudden in Jan 19 it started to rise again. So have they changed their tactics slightly maybe? Let's have a look and see. So let's have a look at one of these links here. Let's look at this top one. So we can see straight away it's very relevant to the original purpose of the original New Horizons site. It was a teacher's college. So it's an old link as well, and obviously has lots of juice and lots of links going through it. So let's see what they're doing with their link building. Right, so this is really interesting. So obviously the links aren't particularly fantastic that are going to it at the moment. But what is interesting, although I said before in previous videos, is that the first seed just means when they've been picked up. Generally you might see one or two that have just been picked up, scattered in and around. What we've got here, we've got massive link building going on in March 19 and beyond. So they're actively link building to this third site, which is two sites away from their prime site. So there's a layer of protection there. So yeah. So let's have a look and see. So on this tool in Ahrefs, we can see that they're actively, March 19, they're actively link building. There's 60. There's a lot of link building going on here, but not great quality links. So they're obviously buying really cheap links. They're powering up this site here, the TC Record, which is then firing up their really good quality .org site, which then flowing all that juice into their prime site. And here's a graphic of what they're doing. So it's not they'll be there if they've got other links, other sites like this, the T-Record site. They're putting loads of cheap bought links, powering that up, which is then just bumping this one up a little bit more and straight in. So it's sort of an advancement on an old trick really. But really smart because of buying this link. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and recreate this ourselves. We're probably going to have to do it slightly different, because I don't think we're going to get as lucky as finding as powerful site as this with one of our brand names already. So we might have to create a brand around, do it a bit backwards. But really smart way of doing it, to be honest with you, and something for you all to consider. That again, we've talked about old domains. This is a different way of using repurposing an old domain to give your site that massive juice push. I hope this has been insightful for you. I think it's been really good to see a different way of using links and using a 301 direct. And I hope you stay around and watch our next video. Thanks very much.